Benny Loves You stars Karl Holt as Jack, a man desperate to improve his life who throws away his beloved childhood plush Benny. It's a move that has disastrous consequences when Benny springs to life with deadly intentions. Karl Holt also wrote, directed, and edited the film, in addition to doing his own cinematography, and it just hit VOD on the 11th in the US after a brief theatrical run. And we'll just get the elephant in the room out of the way. Yes, the fact that it's about a murderous doll will make this feel like Child's Play, and I have a feeling a lot of people will dismiss this as nothing but a knockoff of Child's Play. On top of that, the fact it's made on a noticeably small budget, with some of the CGI being a tad obvious at times, will also rub people the wrong way. But this movie has a personality all its own, making it something more than simply just a spin on the Child's Play setup. Even though it's labeled as a horror comedy, it definitely leans a lot more into its comedic elements rather than its horror elements, though it does contain some noticeably creepy imagery, as well as a few frightening scenarios, including an opening sequence that's easily one of the most messed up moments I've seen in quite some time. Rather than being a murderer stuck in a toy's body, Benny is a stuffed bear who inexplicably comes to life, who simply wants to get rid of anyone who makes Jack feel sad or angry. It sounds like a hokey setup, but the execution, no pun intended, is where the movie shines. Holt goes for a very campy, anarchic vibe for the whole movie, and a lot of that is due to Benny himself, who leaves an absolute bloodbath in his wake, usually through these ridiculously creative and sometimes elaborate scenarios. And then he'll do things like these little victory dances whenever he's successful. Benny usually maintains this manic energy throughout the entire movie, which is a mix of being both bonkers and adorable at the same time. Not only does he cause the destruction he causes, but he can also talk as well, and he'll respond whenever someone speaks to him. But the thing is, he's limited to a number of very cute-sounding catchphrases that come off as something in the vein of Elmo, where he says things like "Benny loves you" or "Okie dokie," which he'll repeat when he is asked a series of questions in a row, which does lead to some comedic back and forths. While Benny pulling off these elaborate stunts is the main draw of the film, Holt also makes this a lot more endearing because he actually puts some time into making his main characters just as enjoyable to watch. Jack himself is a lot of fun, being this 35-year-old man-child that's obsessed with pop culture, though also maintaining a snarky sense of humor, making him feel like Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. And the person he mainly interacts with, and who helps him out, is his love interest Dawn, played by Claire Cartwright, who's also given a strong personality herself, and their fast-paced banter, among a few other moments, makes this film a lot of fun, even in between whenever Benny's in action. We do get something of an arc, being that the emotionally stunted Jack is trying to get his life together, while also dealing with Benny, with the film being something of a look into the fears of growing up. And the way the film balances things out was actually done well, circling back to those themes without coming off as tonally jarring or suddenly becoming heavy-handed. Things don't get overly emotional, though that's also not the tone the film's going for, but we still care for these characters the entire time because they're written with such solid personalities. This is one of those films that's destined to become a cult classic or play at a midnight screening. It has a very cheeky, almost self-aware sense of humor and a hugely chaotic energy about it, supported by some strong characters which will easily strengthen the film's rewatch value and making it an absolute blast to watch from start to finish. I had a good time with it, and if you're on the fence about it because you think it'll just be a Child's Play knockoff, then I'd say put that aside and give it a chance, as it has a lot more to offer. Benny Loves You gets an 8 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Benny Loves You, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you like this more than Child's Play? Do you have a favorite horror comedy? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.